We'll go, and then if they show up, we'll get them. So welcome one and all here, and let me do one more thing here. I'll get this going live on Facebook. As far as that, come on. I'll probably doom myself here doing this, but
so I think we need to agree our team name is like the Shorties or something like that. Because I'm playing a gnome fighter also.
This which will be interesting with this first aspect that will come about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here, and yeah, I don't know why that likes to do that, but I'll have to live with it. There. Share on. Yeah, share on my timeline. Next. And here we come. It's getting ready to stream, preparing to stream. All right. All righty, righty tighty. So you find upstanding tall pillars of the community at large of the world of Areawood. Find yourself in the town of Ulba, checking up on the status of how things are going for a UAG annex as far as that. And there we go. And because you got reports back that there was a battle with a hag, and the hag, and you beat the hag down and she fled, and so they're looking for the status of how things are going, and if it's still staying quiet now or not. And you made it to Ulba, pretty uneventful, but you're on a search and research type of situation right now, seeing still looking for possibly a place for annexed UAG hall, or if any of the other original members from the battle with the hag is there, so they could get some further information. And things of that sort. And you're in the inn, and let me pop that map on up here, and I'll get it. And you're hearing a bard sing. Um, let's see, singing about the great exploits of these um, members of the UAG that came and forced the hag away and defeated her. And the fog mist hasn't been around, and nobody's been missing or found dead or froze of late um, since that time. So let's see here. And we'll get this up. Yeah, okay, get that up there. And then what I will do is I got to come back here, and I will share this. Boom, there we are. We are sharing, and annotate, spotlight, and you guys are right down here, right there. And I believe I got the name for this in right here. But Cups, you came into it from the Cups Lane side, and it's the Bearded Boar Tavern that you're at. There, and there's about 6 people in there drinking. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and you're hearing a couple performers at the back of the inn, where the performers usually are up playing, and they're playing, and they're fairly good. They're not great, but they're telling their tale of the mighty battles and trying to get what coin they can from it. The innkeeper's there wiping up the bar and getting drinks out, and the barmaid is going about, and she comes on over to you guys, and she's gonna look down and say to you, "Do you need anything? Is there anything you need? This one here looks a little green under the gills. Is he well?"
That's because I am a goblin, my sweet. Yeah, goblin. Yeah. Goblin chew, goblin bite, goblins cut, and goblins fight. Stab the dog and cut the horse. Goblins eat and goblins by force. Goblins race and goblins jump. Goblins slash and goblins bump.
Yes, but do you need any? Do you need anything or want something? I got customers here, dearie. You just look a little under, and a goblin. I've heard tales of them around here. We don't see too many of them, but they're usually things that mothers kind of tease babes in the crib with at night to either get them chuckling from a sour stomach, or to scare them to put them to bed to act right. So it's definitely a pleasure, and a strange pleasure to actually see one up close.
Oh, I am in search of a goblin king. A goblin king. Yes, indeed. He's very tall and very handsome man, indeed.
Okay, and your small friend over there?
I'm about the same height as my small friend.
Well, like I said, your small friend over there, she's saying, anything for you? This one, he just wants to, he's out
She's looking for.
She's out there looking for a mate. It sounds like the barmaid.
Yeah.
And we don't allow work on the street corners.
Yeah. That's probably why she came in here. I drink whatever's the special.
I have the soup of the day, if you please, madame.
All right, soup of the day. All right, we'll get that and bring that on out to you. And the drink special that we serve here is ice ale.
Yeah, that's great.
Straight made from the waters of the ice lake. Pure as driven snow.
Oh, very interesting indeed.
Yeah, make sure the cup is sized appropriately.
I have a human pint.
Well, a pint
For me.
a pint is a pint there, green one, and she'll tell you that, and
Excellent.
she'll say, okay, I'll bring you both pints of ice ale.
Nice.
And she'll turn and she'll go off. She'll go to the bar, tell the innkeep what your drink is, and then she heads up into a back room there where you would surmise would be the kitchen, getting your soup of the day there.
I lean across the table, which, being as short as I am, is heavily leaning across the table, and I go, "Hey, why a full pint? We're looking for this hag. We don't need to be drunk while doing it."
Hey, this time at least, well, since we're in an inn, enjoy the food, enjoy the wine, enjoy the music. I'm not allowed to rhyme.
Yes. Okay. Great. Well, agreed. But no, never mind. I sit back down.
If it is, we are searching for an old woman who lives in the shoe. Hey, no doubt we got to get children and slay them too.
No, just she doesn't live in a shoe. She lives in some sort of ice cube.
Well, that's what the message was, that you chased her from this. Ice cave.
So we got to find this one from the chilly, icy caves. Where do we start? North, south, east, or west? Pick a path, and they'll lead you straight.
And so you're there. The waitress brings this bowl back that's about the size of a large human soup bowl, and what it is it's an onion and lentil soup. You see bits of green onions floating around on the top. There's a beef, or what you would think possibly a beef broth there, and as you stir it, you'd see some lentils in the bottom, and she'll turn away and go and grab the drinks when they're ready, bring them and set both pints on down.
Okay.
And then she'll say, okay, that's 2 Electrum.
Okay.
Say what? What, Jezebel?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
You were scratchy to me.
All right. So my eyes sparkle, like big puppy eyes. They sparkle, and they look at the soup, and I go, "Woo, soup!" And my cheeks go all red, and I do like a little jelly movement, like and I look at her and I give her the money that she requested for.
Okay. So you're paying 2 Electrum. You're giving her 2 Electrum. Okay.
Yes.
So you're paying for both of you. Is what it
Well, I
boils
pay her
down to.
one. I pay one Electrum. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you pay 1 Electrum, and then I just look and I say, and I take out a gold piece, and I say, and I say, probably be so I put that on the counter and I say, have you heard, and just kind of leave it there for her to take, and I say, have you heard of any fishermen who kind of go out out onto this lake you get your fine drinks from, or make from?
And she, let's see here else. And she'll say, yeah, our fishermen go out most every day as long as the weather is permitting.
Well, I had heard that they were kind of changing their hours, and were shortening their trips because of that hag that had been driven away. And I was wondering if any of them had been more courageous in how far they went out onto the lake as of recently.
Oh, they've been fishing quite a bit and trying to make up for lost days and times and such. So yeah, most of them down on the harbor will take you out on the lake if that's what you want to do. I'm sure you could probably manage some type of fare for such.
Good to know.
See.
And yeah.
And here we go. And the little bouncing ball. All was, even though the dots over here, it's really closer to here map
So it's on the
situations, but it's right on down here where the docks are. Here's Ice Lake. You got the river here, and over here you'd have some cursory knowledge of that's where the ice cave was before you left the UAG and Illumina to find out how things were coming.
Yeah. Okay. And so we left the UAG to find out more information about this hag and such. Did they ask for any specific information?
Yes, they Pincus did. Pincus was asking, is she truly defeated and left the area? Are the people doing well? And and is there a piece of property that would work well for us to set up possibly a shop? Is it something that we might be able to make some profit by being in that area?
Okay.
Those are the major things. And he'll say, if you get this accomplished and such, the guild will pay you 200 gold.
Oh wow. All right. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I put the gold piece out for that information, and she gave me what I was looking for. So
And
I
she'll
thank
snap
her.
it. She'll snap it up quick. She takes and she in her hand she bites onto it to check, make sure it's real, and she'll flip it in her hand to try to make sure that it's weight, it's full weight. So it hasn't been shaved, to
Yeah.
say?
That's correct. It's real gold coins.
Yeah, but that's what the waitress would be doing because she doesn't see a lot of gold coins coming in.
And probably what I do here. What time of the day is it?
By the time you get your your pints and your bowl of soup, it's probably about 4:30 in the
Okay.
afternoon.
So in that case, probably my character would go out to the docks with the intention of meeting with the quartermaster.
Okay, and let's stop sharing here.
And probably on the way, we'll just kind of cast
Well,
a spell when out of
Hold,
sight of the
hold on.
patrons of the bar.
Hold on.
Cool. So, are we going to see a lady across the lake? Woohoo! How joyful. I hope that we get to stab her. Stab her good. Yay.
All right, that's sharing there. Annotate. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. And you're here now. Which way are you going out to the docks? Are you going to go back out on Cups Lane, or are you going to come out on Inner Street and go?
We're gonna go with the Lake Street direction.
Yeah. I
Oh,
reckon
okay.
that is it Beggar's Street or something like that? Yeah, go through that way. Out up towards Fisherman Street and go to number
Okay.
9. Yeah.
Give me
That'll be
a
Well, number 8
give
specifically.
me
But yeah.
as you step out the door, and are are you going to stay there long enough to eat your soup, or are you leaving it on the table, and are you staying there long enough to drink your drinks?
I think we are
Um
drinking. Well, at least I'm not gonna drink the entire drink, but I'm gonna drink some.
Okay.
yeah, I gotta drink some and eat as much as I can, eat my fill, and that'll be it.
Okay, then we'll adjust the time to take you. It'll be about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. That'll give you time to leisurely, without speedily downing whatever volume of ice ale, and to consume the as much of the soup that you would desire to there, Goblin. Uh,
Yeah.
as far as that, and that soup for your palate to what uh, you're used to is extremely good as far as that.
Nice.
And
Very nice.
as you start stepping out of the back door over on the Cups Lane, uh, go ahead and both of you give me perception checks.
I need a dice roller.
Oh, do you? Okay.
I've got one. 12.
All right, hold on. Let me get. I'll get that for you. Here, I just got to bring up this and open up the tab, and I'll get it there. Yeah, there we go. And copy, and what I'll do is I think I got to stop share on that, and I'll right there. It will be in the chat, the link for it.
Yep.
And I'll go back to share.
Awesome.
As far as that, there we go. Annotate. And you said you got a 12.
Yep.
You know? Okay. We're right on back over here.
And we're rolling perception, yeah?
Yep, just a perception.
Okay, what's my perception? Look it up. What is my perception? Okay, so I get a +4. Oops. So I need to roll a d20 plus 4. What does that mean?
I'll do that, and then
1d20 plus 4. So I got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I got 16.
okay, no problem. You both will notice this. I guess I'll have to make it this color. I'm surprised they don't have white on that, but about like that, and then just like that, and I should be able to move that. And where you see this light blue or icy blue color right here,
Yep.
you'll notice on all these buildings here that it's surrounding that there's heavy ice icicles that seem like formed. The rooftops are white, and you see this icy fog when you're stepping on out.
So we step out the back, and we see that most of the stuff in front of it is iced up.
Yeah, for as far as you can see right now.
And as we step out, is it cold? Like
Yes.
where we are standing?
Yes, it is. It is definitely a noticeable chill compared to where you were.
Okay. Then I still cast a spell, but actually, yeah, I still cast a spell, but it's a different spell.
Okay.
Yeah. And what Jezebel sees is basically like I step out, see this, and I say something in Gnomish, and my body just like distorts and starts not necessarily being in multiple places at once, but like it's as if there was some sort of sensor blur on my character.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm going to attempt to shoot, but we'll get to that in a bit.
Nice. Very nice.
Okay. What is Jezebel doing?
She will just look with her, and look around with her pink, sort of striking hair, her little flimsy sort of body type thing, wearing her leather sort of outfit, sort of like looking with a sort of big shield that looks bigger than her, carrying a short sword that's bigger than her. But yeah, she'll just stand there looking around and like going, "Oh, very pretty icy cubes. I might crack some to put it into a drink maybe one day."
All right. So you're standing there looking at the ice, talking about trying to break off some of the icicles. You can see the road, the buildings that are there are white, not thick ice covered, but enough ice that you can see the gleam, somewhat of a gleam back. It's not night, but 5 o'clock in the afternoon in a early spring is you got enough light, but it's starting to maybe fade a little bit, and then Eno was did I hear you say you were going to shoot?
Yeah.
What are you shooting at?
I am shooting in the center of the fog with a magical arrow.
Okay.
So I'll make an attack roll.
Okay.
With, I guess, being that it is probably light crossbow in this case.
Okay.
Yeah. 19 hit whatever I'm shooting at, which is
No.
the center of the mist.
It hits the center of the mist as far as it goes, but you don't hear any thud or thack like you hit a solid piece. Let's roll in this since you're gone that way. It's easier to track
Okay.
Sure.
action.
I mean, if you want to see something invisible, you should try and cast See Invisible, my friend.
Alrighty, and okay, that sucks. I can't believe that it doesn't have an initiative modifier. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. And what did you guys get?
I got a 4 total.
Okay. Oh God.
I got 21 on my initiative because I get a +5 to my dex, my initiative, and I got
Okay.
16.
Okay. So we'll have you go, Jezebel. It will
Okay.
be your up, and
All right. So Jezebel, she just draws her short sword and her shield. Just draws it. Doesn't cost an action to draw it, does it?
you can have free action to draw it. I'm not worried about that.
Okay. So yeah, she gets her sword and shield out ready, and she looks around with her goblin eyes, like, "Whoa! Is there? What do you see, little no? What do you see, little magical friend? What do you see? Is there something to bite? Is there something to chew? Is there something to break? Ooh, what is it? What is it? What is it?" And like she is going to do her bonus action first, because as a goblin, I get a bonus action, which is I can like hide or disengage for free. So as a bonus action, I wish to hide.
Okay, so what's your action?
Well, my bonus action is to hide first. I'm gonna try and hide, like get some cover.
If that's your bonus action, it's not your first action.
No.
I'm not saying that you can't hide first, but you got a prime action.
Yes, my prime action is right. I guess in my prime action is to take the hold action just in case the enemy does appear. I wish to attack it.
Okay, so are you looking for this enemy or not?
Yes.
Okay, so your action is using perception to find it. Roll me a perception check.
Okay. All right. So my perception
And you'll note, and as you start to move to find a place to hide, you'll notice that it's pretty slippery, so you're in difficult terrain.
Okay. +4. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I've got 17 on my perception roll.
Okay. You don't see nothing. That
Okay.
From your vantage point as far as that. Then
Okay.
So
can I still hide or not?
Yeah, you're good. So
you'll have to roll for that.
Yeah, you'll have whatever your stealth is.
Okay, so yeah, I'm a stealthy fighter, which is really weird.
Okay.
The best kind of fighter.
Yeah. What was your stealth?
My stealth is going to be 11 plus 5, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16.
16. Okay. This is Jez stealth. Just writing it down so I
Yeah.
can see.
I'm not a rogue, but hey, I'm a fighter.
Yeah, I'm just looking to see if they have the pass. Oh, yeah, passive perception. Okay, there it is on this thing. And okay, you're doing all that. You think that you're hiding pretty well. You found a little corner, like possibly right up over to here, that you could get yourself over that looked inviting for that. And as that goes, you hear this loud roar, and I'll need a what is it? It is okay. Um, wisdom saving throw from both of you.
Okay.
All right. 6.
Okay, you're frightened.
Oh, actually, is this a magical effect? Actually, wait, does it matter? Yeah, is it magic?
Not well, not really.
I got
Okay.
a 14.
Okay, you're frightened too.
Okay.
As far as that,
No.
and but you don't know why. You hear that roar, you're frightened of the roar, and then out all of a sudden, crashing down on the ground in front of you are what looks to be possibly statues or boulders that come crashing down. As far as that, and they'll miss both of you, and then you'll hear another, not the same type of loud roar, but you'll hear another hissing sound. And what languages do both of you speak?
I speak Goblin and Common as a folk hero because as a folk hero I think I can take. I think I can't take any other languages. I'm not sure as a folk hero.
I don't think so, but I'm not sure. You'd have to double check.
Yeah. Okay.
Languages I know are Common, Draconic, Gnomish, Halfling, and Undercommon.
Okay. And you'll hear in Draconic from the hiss, mess with my minions, and this is what you'll get. There will be payment exacted from this community. And then you hear some loud flapping, and the air is moving, and this blue frosty mist kind of moves also as it, and let's see here, and that kind of moves down this way with him, and it is Eno's turn.
Do I have a sense of the direction?
Yes, you would. It seems to be going back kind of northerly.
What's the distance on this weapon? Range. Oh, it's over here. Okay, hold up. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, and these stones aren't like in any particular shape, right? They're just like boulders.
They kind of broke up when they impacted on the road.
Okay. So what I do is I attempt to move out of this area of cold that I notice. Just
Okay,
kind of
and
move out of it. And I aim in the direction of that voice and
okay.
attempt to fire with the light crossbow.
Oh,
It has a
okay.
320-foot range
All right.
with disadvantage at 320.
Yeah. Well, with the fog there, you'd be shooting disadvantage anyway, slightly
Yeah.
obscured.
So yeah, I guess I'll just make that roll. 23? Oh wait, no disadvantage. Hold on. 14?
It misses. You hear it thud, but it's thuds up into the north. It sounds like it just landed into some hard ground. And
Well,
what your guesstimate would be kind of like up
so
around here.
yeah, well, so I fired it up, and as it goes into the fog and disappears, I kind of make a motion with my hand. And as my bonus action, I'm going to have it essentially attack next to me. I can redirect a missed
Okay,
attack.
that's no problem. Then it won't thud
Um,
there, but
so it just like if it like I miss the target and I go dang it, and to just kind of bring it back to me.
okay.
It's a bonus action.
But it bringing it back to you is an attack, right?
Bringing it back to me was a bonus action to do.
No, but what I'm saying is that's you missed.
That's not another attack. No, I would
I'm
need
not
to.
talking about attack taking that, but it's going to look for another target, not like a returning
Yeah,
boomerang.
yeah. So the thing is that it needs another target. So as a bonus action, I can choose a new target for it to
Yep.
attack if I miss. The problem is that I don't have a second target that I'm aware of, so it can't be the same target basically.
No, and what I'm trying to get at is, are you going to have it go into the road, into the building?
Just yeah, probably into the building next to me, like just
Okay.
right, just literally so that I can pick it up, load it into my crossbow again, and fire with my extra attack.
Okay, no problem.
Oh, sorry, I have to roll over here. 17 hit.
Nope.
Okay, and that is my turn.
And that one doesn't return, right?
That one does not. Correct.
Okay, so that
Now it goes off into the distance, as you said.
yeah, and thuds up there. So we're back sort of on track. Back up to the top of the round. What are you doing, Jez?
Another perception roll, I guess, in to see if I can see anything, because I can't see anything.
Okay. And what's your perception?
+4. So
No, what
5,
your
6, 7,
roll?
8. Oh, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, 10. A perception of 10.
All right, you don't see anything.
Okay. And I just just stay hidden.
All right. Alrighty, tidy. And there we go. There. Let me move that out of my road here. And you hear hounds howling in the background.
Yeah, I do. That's true.
And a mournful sight and sound, rather.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll do that. I'm trying to resize things so I can keep everything up and somewhat usable for me at the moment here with this. Let's see here. And I'll move that up here. And with that, you'll kind of feel the wind kind of lessening, and you'll start seeing that the cloud itself is dissipating and it's warming back up on that area. So what I will do is basically that fog will be gone. And you guys are basically about here. Oop, right there. So coming on out. And you see these like broken boulder statues or such kind of out there. You haven't gone to really look at them or nothing, so you don't know exactly. They look different. And it's Eno's turn.
The fog has dissipated,
Yes.
but I don't immediately notice anything around us, presumably.
No.
So I'm gonna take out, kind of pausing for a moment. I take out my spyglass
Okay.
and start like looking up in the sky for some sort of large bird or bird, basically.
Okay. And let's see here.
Well,
And
actually, I'm probably not even. Yeah, it's not even important that it's a bird. It's just anything that's large, or
yeah,
like if it was eagle-sized or bigger, I want to know that if it's in the air.
It's definitely bigger than an eagle.
Okay.
And the spyglass, when you first pick it on up, give me a perception check.
Okay. These are my best rolls. Don't worry about it. It's just a -1. 11.
Oh, okay. You definitely see it.
Okay.
Well, the spyglass does give you advantage or a plus.
Sure.
On that as far as that. But this thing is of such size. When you put it up to your eye, you see a big black blotch of white in the middle of the spyglass. And as you're looking around, you can see that it looks like it has some leathery white wings of a large amount. And let's see here. And I will let's minimize this, and I should have had that one ready. But I wanted to get you a picture of what you'll see, or sort of see, or think that you're seeing. Here, I know I'm causing this to drag, but let's see here, and on this part, but it'll work. It'll work. Where is that? Oh, okay. And great. And what you let's see here, and we'll zoom, and I'll bring this on up. We'll share and share this. Basically, what you'll see is something that looks akin to this right here. Spotlight, come on. Flying away.
I would say we chase it down and kill it. By the way, you're muted again, David.
And the other piece of information that you'll have off that conversation, is you'll hear him say in Draconic, this is the promise of Ice Fang. When he was talking about that he'll be bringing retribution to this community.
All right. Good to know.
And basically, that is what you see there, flying away. And there we go. We're on back. So
I kind of look at this thing. I'm like watching it for like a solid minute until I can't even see it, kind of situation, right?
yeah,
And
which
then put down the spyglass and turn to Jezebel and say, "We need to get to Pink. We need to tell Pincus about this."
Indeed, indeed, indeed. Let's just tell him about the big giant white thing in the sky with terrible fangs and terrible claws. Oh
well,
my!
you didn't see him.
Nope.
Oh, that's a good point.
Jezebel. You're just hearing whatever Eno is describing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I guess I would describe it.
Well,
And
I would imagine you would, but the amount of what you're going to describe and that Jezebel would know is up to what you're going to RP into this.
right. Oh, yeah. So what happens is I say this, and you're like, "Yeah, we should." For what kind of thing? And I go and I say, "Yeah, that's I didn't really get the sense of size, but based on the size of those boulders, I'm guessing, and the boulders are like human sized."
Yeah, they you would surmise that they were human size. They're starting to change color about now as things are warming up.
Oh boy. All right. And I say, now I'm a little worried about that, but I say, based on the size of those boulders, I presumably tried to drop on us. We're Pincus is gonna need to know that this town is under attack by a dragon, like probably a big dragon. um, uh, I guess I would look at the boulder, like at this point, go over to examine the boulders
Oh, okay.
that are
Um,
partially broken or whatever.
yeah, you'll notice that there's big pieces and small pieces on some of the big pieces. Give me a since you're going, give me an investigation. And we're out of the niche, so Jezebel, whatever you're doing, let me know.
I guess I come out of hiding and just like keep walking.
Where are you walking to? Because you're basically here. These pieces are kind of here, and Eno is about here. The back door going on into the bearded boar. So where are you walking to? You're gonna walk past or around these pieces, or are you gonna stop and also look at them, or are you going back in to the inn? Let me know. Whatever.
Let's go and find Pincus wherever he may be.
He's in Illumina.
Oh,
And to give you a sense of size or distance, let's do that here. What's that in the chat? Okay, you're going to walk around for a bit was what you're going to do. Okay. Let's see here. And I need to stop sharing on that. Drop that down, and I want to drop that down, and yeah, this one would be big enough. Right here to give you that idea here. Got a lot of maps up on this one today. Share. Come on. Oh, it's wrong. Wrong place to hit share. Okay. And zoom. Share. And boom. Share right here. You're talking right now. Spotlight here is that. Let's see, move that out of the road. Ulba's right here, and Illuminous right here. So you'd have about 2 to 3 weeks worth of travel by foot to get back to let Pincus know right at the moment. If that helps you, Jezebel, with your thoughts, and that's
Okay.
that's common knowledge because you guys walked it going on up to it, so you know the time, you know a general path that you took, trail, to get there. So that's just common knowledge for your characters. Alrighty.
Alrighty then.
All right. So
Yeah, so when my character says we need to warn Pincus, it's like we need to spend a 2-week journey as quickly as possible to get to Pincus and tell him there's a dragon here.
Can we send a note by Raven?
Can we send a note by Raven? And this is probably in character.
Yeah, and possibly you could. You'd have to find someone that has pigeons or ravens or hawks or whatever that would be used for such.
Okay. I guess I'll have
Unless
Jezebel
you
go
got
look for that.
unless you got another ability that allows you to, like possibly conjure animals, beasts, or speak to animals, beasts, or such.
Not me. I will cast a spell I was going to cast, which is non-detection.
Okay.
And then what I will do is I will look for this quartermaster in the hopes of getting a ship, maybe, and also to speak with him about things that have been happening, and send Jezebel off to look for a mail courier service.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna look for like a sort of mail post office.
Unless you want to do the quartermaster, which is up to you.
You saw the thing.
Okay.
I mean, you saw the creature, so you go to the postman, and I'll go to the boatman or boat
Sounds good.
person.
Yes, great.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So let's see here. So Eno, you're going down towards the docks. Which way?
No, Eno's actually going to start looking for the courier.
Oh, the courier. Okay.
Yeah.
Which way are you going to go from that point of the bouncing ball?
Yeah. I'm going to go toward the manor. Like, basically, I'm going to go through that little alleyway and go north.
Okay, you're going to go up this way around the merchant circle.
Yeah.
Okay.
And see if I can't make entrance there, and see if I can't explain the situation to somebody who might have a mail courier service there.
And you'll notice that this keep here that's there, and you'll have to walk around. It'll take you a little bit to get to the gate, and there'll be 2 guards there, and they'll stop you and ask, "What's your business with the Lord today?"
I say my name is Eno. I work for the UAG and show him my badge. Under Pincus's orders, I was here to investigate the disappearance and or elimination of a hag in the area. And under investigation, a strange occurrence occurred that Pincus needs to be informed of immediately, as does your lord.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check.
Yes. I will do that with my +2. 12.
A 12. Okay. Yeah, they'll say that you can come into the courtyard, and well, I'll send a runner off to go and get the Lord to have him come talk to you. As
All
far
right.
as that, and I'm sure he's already seen it. It got kind of frosty here for a bit, as far as that. And how much? How you were you investigating those chunks or not?
The ice that fell from the sky and the people who are frozen.
Well, kinda. If that's you were checking them over, right?
Yeah, that was in character. Yes, I was checking them over.
Okay.
I rolled it looks like I rolled a 7, so that would have been a 11 investigation.
Okay. You can see that from it's still pretty hard, but it's changing color from that white, and there's starting to get some crimson red around the edges of the pieces, and that you would know as it's thawing on out. You'll hear some screams of onlookers that have come on out from the Bearded Boar Tavern, and from around the other buildings and such, and you'll hear some whimpering and cries of fear, uh, as far as that. And then we'll jump over to Jezebel at this point.
Yes.
Which way are you going from your little spot here?
I'm going to the boatyard, aren't I? Is that where we're going?
Well, I mean, this is all boatyard.
Okay. So I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go through Regional Street and up towards number 9, and sort of like look around.
You're gonna go where?
I'm gonna go through like Regional. I think it's called Regional Street or something like that. The middle there, like that. Come through that and go right up through the middle,
Right
and
here.
then go round. Yeah, through that bit, and then go round. Yeah, and round the bend to number 9 and look around for like
All right, there's
a shipping, like a shipping cult or shipping person.
Well, you'll notice that there's some fishermen at the docks and on the shore. They're moving about. They're trying to recover their nets. Some of them are trying to climb back into their boat from where it looks like they just jumped right on out. And there looks to be a harbor master there.
Okay. I'd go up to the harbor master.
Okay. And
I sort of I say, and I'll say to him, greetings and salutations, harbor master.
What the heck are you? Holy cow! Strange things all about us. Did you get hit by that dragon and it changed you to this?
Now who am I? Who am I? Well, goblins chew, goblins bite, goblins cut, and goblins fight. Stab the dog and cut the horse. Goblins eat and take by force. Goblin race and goblin jump. Goblins slash and goblins bump. Burn the skin and mash the heat head. Goblins here and you be dead.
Byron, you get that boat over there to the dock. We got to check this on out. Any damage over there? How about you, Myron, down there? Your net's good? What? Come on, let's check. How's the docks? Are they firm? How's this wharf? Is it standing on up? We need to get back and making some money here. We got to pay the Lord, and we got to put some food on the table. Don't worry about those flying lizards.
Anyway, my friend, I come to ask you, What is your prices for your boats? How much do you charge for rental?
Rental to go where? And how big?
Well, big enough for 2 people, and perhaps like food and reserve, like food to carry.
How much food?
I reckon at least maybe a month or a week worth of food.
Well, there's a big difference on space between a month and a week. We need to know. Don't they teach you green little things anything? Holy cow! You're are you
I
are you
say,
sure you're just not a child made on up playing
hmm,
disguise
let's
with
say
these?
a month. Let's say a month then. How much would a little boat made for 2 to have a food, or at least have storage for food for a month, including
Do
water, of course?
do you have any experience sailing?
No, not at all.
All right, and oh well, let me ponder this. Let me ponder this, and let's see here. Get here, and that's
I just come inquiring for your prices. That was all.
well, my prices are dependent upon certain things here, and as 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 far as that, and I got to, these are dear to us. These are our lifebloods. We pay our mortgage to and our taxes to the Lord by using these over here, let alone other things. But and let's see here, and you'll notice this being will say coming uh, down Wharf's Lane this way to where you are down here, and that's the key for Ignis Burns, the interject into where he's going to be and what he's doing at this moment.
All right, so Ignatius Burns is he is a rather dusky skinned, almost like looks like somebody who has been working in a coal mine. His skin is like kind of very dark coal black. He he has looks like he has absolutely like no hair, because it's like his hair and his eyebrows have been burned off, and he also kind of looks like he's been like in a fire. Like his face kind of has like that kind of like melted texture to it as he walks down.
Okay.
And sees everybody there.
Well, you'll see this human harbor manager there where the red dot is. You'll see this green child-sized thing talking to him, jumping around, and the harbor master's throwing orders around. You'll see these other humans that are in and around the wharf and the docks here, getting their boats and such back into play. That's what you're seeing, and the little green child-sized creature is trying to get prices, and you'll overhear that because not being quiet and, as far as that, or secretive about it on boats.
All right, so he'll walk up to them. How are you doing today?
Huh?
Busy, the harbor master will say.
Why are you so busy? I look around to see. It just looks like it's a normal water.
Are
You
you going to
must
give?
have, he'll say, you must have been blind. Didn't you see all that ice? All that big flying lizard?
Oh, a big giant lizard?
Oh, what? I look at what ice?
Well, it's pretty wet around there because it appears like it's uh, melting by all this time. As far as that, so, but that's, and the harbor master say, this ice that melted here, why do you think our docks are so wet? I mean, they're saturated. Yeah, usually they get a little wet from our nets and the wakes when it's a stormy day, but not like this. Even the roads are wet.
I turn my nose up. Oh man, that's terrible. I hate water.
Okay. Well, and I'm going to back out unless you guys interject with the harbor master.
No. I mean, I just want the prices from the.
What's happened? Somebody looking for any problems with like whatever all this ice? Some sort of lizard?
Well, if you'd like to know, there was a mist not far from here, just a couple blocks down there. It was like, and it was like all around me, and I didn't see much. All I saw was just two big giant, like, rock things land, and yeah, and that was it. And lots of hissing, like this, and that's what I heard.
Oh, I didn't catch all that. Why?
Like I said, two big giant rocks and a big giant, and I just heard a noise going blah, blah, like that.
And the harbor master looked back at you, and so you don't have any seamanship skills.
Nope.
And you want a ship for 2 plus supplies for a month?
Yeah, I just want to get some prices. That is all I require, really.
And he'll say that will that'd be 50 gold.
Okay.
For someone like you, I think, per day.
All right. Very well. I was only inquiring for a friend that I.
Does the friend have any salesman seamanship abilities?
I do not know. You have to ask him.
50 gold per day then.
You have to ask him when you see him. He's the same height. He's the same height as me.
All right, we're going to jump back over to Eno. You're in there. The Lord comes out and says, "Yes, what can we do for you, there, little one?"
Yeah. Well, yes. Like you, have you heard the name of Pincus or the Unnamed Adventuring Guild?
Yeah, there was a group that came in here a while back that was inquiring about possibilities of being useful to me, possibly working for me, under me, or such in and around the area. And they went and supposedly ran off this blight that was hitting us before. We haven't had any problems for about a month, and now this flying worm this evil beast attacking us. I don't understand. The roars were frightening, and had most of my populace hiding under shutter and board. But yes,
Yeah, it is exactly that I have come to you. You see, Pincus needs to be informed of the situation, and I believed that someone of your station and reputation may have a way to send a message, perhaps by bird or otherwise, to a distant location, which would be much quicker than going by foot, to get assistance with this creature.
and he'll say, yes, I do. I have a couple pigeons that aren't molting right now that possibly could be used.
Are they trained
To do what?
to send messages?
Yes, they are that. But I was just wondering if if you thought they might be trained to do tricks, walk on
No,
little barrels and things.
no. The my and my compatriots' original intentions were to travel to Pincus and inform him of the situation as well. But if you feel confident that these birds can reach him down all the way down in Illumina, then I suppose the other option we have is to try to track down where this dragon went, although doing so would be of great risk to us and may need recomps, if that is something you are interested in.
Well, we're definitely interested in why this flying worm attacked us, and where it came from, and how we could probably defend ourselves if we can. This weight is starting to weigh heavy on my brow to protect my people and my and my coffers. As far as that, well, I could send off one of my birds. It's a dear thing to me, since I only got two, and I only use them here lately for emergency communication, since they're molting. My other ones are molting and can't fly right now.
Well, an alternative is that we could be sent to speak with Pincus as our original intention if you need to save the birds for some sort of emergency correspondence if this dry creature attacks this city again. But to get there with any sort of speed requires some, especially the speed may be necessary to protect your city, may require some funds that we don't have. If you think that is more appropriate, and perhaps that you would prefer a different town be informed, that might be able to provide you assistance, or that you have made an agreement to protect each other already, and we can bring a message for you instead or as well.
Well, there are things, but and and you can see he's weighing things in his mind, almost like scales of
Oh yeah,
back and forth and such. And he doesn't want to. You could tell pretty easily. No role even needed for insight that he's trying to portray this proud, confident stance, but beneath it you could see him shaking in his eyes from it. And he says, no, maybe this may be a good use of what limited resources I have. write down your note or your message, and we'll attempt to get it to this Pincus.
All right. Actually think I have papers and ink already. So it's like I say, do you have a table? and
Yes, I have a table. Come on inside, and he'll take you on into the main, right on into the main entrance of the keep, and into the main hall. And there's a well, for him it would be a small, like, entrance table.
Mhm.
There, for you, a little bit bigger due to size.
it's an appropriate gnome-sized table desk.
Well, yeah, you would kind of a little tall, but yeah,
Yeah, exactly. It's a yeah.
for us in real life, it'd be like that alcove table where you throw your keys or wallet
Outside
or
table,
hat.
yeah. So I it's a standing desk, a standing gnome desk, and I write out a letter to Pincus. I can send that to you as typed, or if you just want me to give you this
No,
the
just you'll
it's a
have it.
dragon. It's big.
Okay.
This town trouble.
Okay. And he'll say, "You wait here, and I'll go, and I'll see to getting this taken care of." And he'll go off this way, like he's going up to this tower.
Probably in the letter, I also include the name that the creature gave.
Okay. And he'll go up to his pens for his pigeons, and since they've never been there before, and this is something that you won't know, but to try to give some sense of sense for those that may be watching, he'll mumble some words over the bird, and he'll communicate, talk to the pigeons and say, tell them to fly south, west to a city, big city. Is all he's going to be. Very simple command to give it to him, and he'll release the pigeon, and he'll come on back. It'll be about 10 minutes, and he's back to you and says, "I've released it. It's gone. Now, what are you going to do for us?"
I say, do you need a message sent somewhere else, or did you want us to follow the dragon?
Well, yeah, go kill the dragon for me.
We'll do what we can.
Save my treasure trove. And with that, we'll jump back over to the harbor, where we have our Ignatius and our Jezebel. Boy, a hot burning Jezebel.
Yeah.
Oh, I can handle that if you want to burn.
So yeah, you're back there.
Right.
Jezebel, are you going to introduce yourself to Ignatius? Ignatius, you introducing yourself to Jezebel. The harbor master is looking at Ignatius, and what can I do for you? He'll be saying, because he's already addressed Jezebel's question, he feels.
Oh well, I just came here because I'm a little short on well, they say you can't live on bread alone, but if you can't afford any bread, then you need to get something to get some money. And I hear that you have some dragons, so I was wondering if the docks needed maybe some protection, or maybe there's a boat that needs some sort of guard or something.
Well, you might be able to hire on with this little green thing. It calls himself a goblin. We never, I've never really seen a goblin. I remember my grandmother telling me tales, trying to make me laugh and cry, at night talking about these scary things, and she had all kinds of pictures. This ain't what I pictured it to be, so I don't know if it is, but she's looking to get a boat and go for a month, from what I'm surmising, because she wants. She's going to put a month's worth of supplies into it. Possibly, possibly she will. But I got to leave you guys. I got. Oh, Byron, I told you get that boat, write it on up, and get it up to the dock. I got things to do to get these guys
This
going.
time I've kind of got bored, so I'm taking out little like I start pull out like some matches, and I start like lighting them and like holding them in my fingers, and then like pulling it away, and like holding my fingers and pulling it away.
He's like, okay, well, I guess I'm doing this other thing.
So
Oh,
that's what you got going on there, Jezebel. Right now, it's you're in Ignatius's time. Jump on in. You usually are pretty good about that.
Okay, so yeah, she. So if you want to know what she looks like, she is green-skinned, like completely green-skinned goblin. She's roughly about. She's small, so she's roughly about 3 foot something in height. She has very striking long pink hair, like bubblegum pink hair. Carries a short sword that's bigger than her. Carries a shield that's bigger than her, and wearing like sort of like leather and sturdy boots and a sort of like a helmet, like sort of like made from like a kid's bowl or something. And like yeah, and her name is Jezebel. And like yeah, and like she sort of like looks at you and like says, "Oh, greetings and salutations, my friend."
okay. I look up, like obviously just like staring into like this lit match that I'm like literally like holding underneath my hand. Like, oh, are you talking to me? He's about 6'4" and like rail thin, and like I said, he's got coal black skin. But it doesn't look like it's naturally like that dark. It looks like he's like just been working in like a coal mine or something.
Cool.
Yes. My name is Ignatius Burns, and I am a mighty wizard.
A wizard, huh?
Oh, that's what they tell me. I mean, I just I studied the arts of pyromancy. To the far south in the desert. There wasn't much there that that was good that you needed fire magic for. Although it was really hot, and I liked that.
Well, my friend has gone to the post office to deliver a message. Let us go to find my friend, and if you want to help us to fight this creature that was in the sky, you're more than welcome to come along.
Well, yeah, okay. I mean, if it pays, I'm coming.
And then she starts like skipping down the road, type thing.
Which road? Which direction?
I go the same way I went back, type thing.
All right.
And like
so
the same way
down through.
I'll
this way.
Just kind of gather my robes and just like sort of at a brisk walk, like start following her. And I'm obviously, probably can outpace her like relatively easily.
Definitely would be able to, because unless she has.
I think goblins were all 30 feet, don't they?
No, they're 25.
Oh, 25.
Unless you have something that increases your mobility.
Actually, goblins are 30.
Are they?
Yep.
I thought they were
25.
They're the only small creature that is a 30
Okay,
foot
my bad then. then yeah, okay, then
Like she moves fast is what it comes down
yeah,
to.
okay.
When I look around, I like start like looking at, are these buildings made of wood?
They're made of wood and stone. Think of European Norway, northern Germany, Alps style buildings.
Be like, oh, it's a good thing it wasn't a fire dragon that attacked this place. This looks really flammable.
Yes.
As I say that with like, and you kind of see when he says the word flammable, like a little sparkle in his eye.
A Freudian slip. Okay, Eno, what are you doing? We're gonna leave these guys about here.
He's looking for us to follow this dragon, and I say, well, thank you for your assistance. We will get back to you once we have gotten the information we need. Thank you for sending the message. I need to go find my allies in this endeavor, as it were. And I appreciate your time, basically, and heads off unless he says, "Wait, don't! I need to do something else." But
wait, I need a hug. You see,
exactly.
You see in his eyes, but he does not say it.
He does not say it exactly. So he does not get one.
Yes.
In my eyes, anyway, no. So I head out, and I guess I head toward the docks.
Okay, which way are you gonna go? You definitely know that you can. The one route that you know is off and around in here because that's the way that you came.
Yeah, that's the way I'm going. Like they probably don't know where the post office is, so like they're probably just thinking, go back the way they came and hope for the best.
Yeah, personally, what post office?
Exactly.
But okay, you'll travel and you'll get down about here, and you guys over here on Beggar Street will move, and you'll get about the end of Beggar Street here, and all of a sudden, there's no problem. You'll hear loud gongs and bells going off over here. Alarm! 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 Giant to the north! Giant to the north!
So I see the party, hear these gongs, and I'm just like, we're moving right now. Like yell it to them. The Jezebel, get up.
But yeah, you'll be about here. Yeah, I'll say you guys can kind of see each other, but you're still, you're about a block away from each other, distance wise.
Yeah, I'm just yelling like, "Hey!"
Let me see here. For argument's sake, let me move up. Come here, over here. Let me draw this over here, and yeah, I'll use this little puppy, I think.
Right. I look up and I go, "Oh, fire!"
There, and yeah.
You say that, and my character is just running like as if there's a fire to the north.
I heard an alarm go off, so I'm thinking, "Oh, is there?" And I just say, "Fire!"
Exactly.
And got it right there. And where you see, I want that. Oh, okay, it's still giving me what I want. Where you see this is representing approximately where this giant is that's there. That was being reported by the towers here. Mm-hmm. Since the keep is so much higher, it sees over, it can see it moving on in there, and you see it's just standing there and it's swaying, it's double-bladed axe back and forth, bellowing and such. But the distance for you guys to make out what it's saying from there is impossible. But you just hear sounds. You hear the residents of the city screaming, coming around. Some of the kids and whatnot seem to be running in different directions into different buildings. You do see almost like a Minuteman militia of the peasants with some staves and pitchforks and size and such, trying to team up and go forward to it. So that's the scenario that you have right at the moment. And it looks like we lost Jezebel. Jezebel got lost in all the mob that's going back and forth.
I think it'll come back, but once it
Yeah,
happens,
but
for now, lost in the mob. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. So you see as you see this person kind of like this direction kind of thing. We're gotta deal with this. Follow me. Is a gnome with darker skin and lighter gray hair, and carrying various bolts and crossbows and a hood and lighter armor, basically what you would imagine like some sort of rogue or archer person, ranger, right, would be wearing. So equipped for fighting, but like clearly not a melee bruiser in that sense.
And Jezebel seems to
Yeah.
pop out around this big old heavy peasant's leg that looked like he was a butcher, and he seems to be running back to his shop. But in this mob that's going forward away from this cries of alarm and such. So,
Yep.
so
Nice.
right now we have you guys in this scenario right about here is where
Yes, as soon as I get
you
within
know,
range of with my crossbow, like I'm attacking that thing. There's no.
so they're all going there, and one let's do an ish.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, here
We
you go,
can.
Tom.
Okay.
Yes.
Ah, cool.
Oh, you son of a gun.
I got a 14.
Since there's a tie, I'll give it to the player character. Ignatius.
All right, let me look here.
Okay.
I got a 9 for initiative.
I like that. And Jezebel.
Oh, that's not me.
All right. Hang on. I got to do a roll.
Okay.
I think I lost a roll. All right. Let me see. A D20. I got 24.
All right. So there we go. Okay. And so you saying the guards, the Minuteman militia, like moving all up and around, and they seem to be splitting up and standing around the entrance of the Lord's Road, and the others on standing around the run here. And while they're moving there, and you guys have gotten up about here, And let me move where at the same time where this, yeah, that'd be about right there is where the giant is. And let's get back to here and where you guys are here. And you see them fortifying up there. You're hearing those bellers from the giant coming from there. Do any of you speak giant?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
I only speak Goblin and Common.
Okay. No, I just trying to.
I have Ignan and Draconic and Elven.
Okay. So you hear these strange sounds coming. It just seems like loud bellowing type of thing coming from this direction up here. So we're close enough where we'll go ahead and we'll run it through the initiative, which would be Jezebel, you're up first. What are you doing?
Okay, how far away is the creature?
You're talking 1, 2, 3.5, 4 city blocks.
Okay, and we heard it, yeah?
You hear it, but you haven't seen it yet.
Okay. I say, one.
Because the buildings and the houses and like that is breaking your line of sight from where you guys are.
All right, and I say to my friends, I say, something has attacked the city. We should go investigate what it is. And I wish to run 60 feet into number 2, the actual market square.
Okay. 60 feet.
Taking the alleyway.
What alleyway?
The little alleyway that cuts into
You're right.
number 2.
You guys are all right here.
Oh, okay. So I wish to make a bonus action then first. Does it cost me a bonus action to do the dash action or not?
No,
because as a goblin, I get the thieves sort of ability to like make a bonus action. I'm guessing
The goblin can use a bonus action to hide or disengage.
Yep.
Yes, that's the one. Okay. So I will probably walk. No, I'll do dash action to number 4.
Okay, so we got.
And can I use my goblin action to hide?
You most certainly can. Go ahead and
Okay.
draw. I want this.
Right. So my
Here,
goblin.
And, since he's a goblin, we'll give him a ugly green. Right here, we'll say that you're right there. And
she's beautiful by goblin standards.
Yes.
Yes.
But it's
Okay.
I got 3 shades of green. What was your stealth?
My stealth is 24.
Okay. And I'll just slash that and use that there. And then after that is Eno. What are you doing? You see Jezebel dash on off.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm also going to dash on off.
Which way? Which way?
The direction she went and the direction of the noise that I heard earlier.
Okay. So
so just trying to get
so
visual.
That would put you in to try to get visual at 50 feet because you're what 25 foot movement.
Well, no, actually I have 30 foot because of the boots I'm wearing.
Okay, then you'll be able to be right on up there. So let me get a marker tab for you. And let's see here. We'll go with I'll go with orange right here. And you'll be right there in that general area. As far as that, so you'll have somewhat of I'll say you'll have a little bit of sight of it
Mm-hmm.
from here, from this line, kind of line of sight. It would have some cover because of the
Yeah, well, I
building.
dashed, so I don't have
No,
any.
but I'm just saying, given the layout, about how much you can actually really see, and like that. That's all.
Yeah.
So-
That said, kind of running up to here, can I shout at it?
Oh, most definitely, you can shout at it.
Yeah. So in Draconic, I'm gonna shout at it and say, any friend of Ice Fang is no friend of ours. Turn back if you don't want to be injured. We will cut you. And that's my turn.
Okay, and
I don't know if it speaks Draconic.
no,
If it's an ally of Ice Fang, then maybe it would.
but okay, so it's gonna move. Yeah, it'll move right on up here 40 feet. Right about there. You definitely see this huge giant, and it's gonna reach into with one hand into its into a like a big pouch on its one side and grab out a rock, and it's going to throw it at one of you two.
I'm not hidden, so there's a good chance it's me.
Well, and I'm gonna check and see if it even sees Jezebel. So
Right.
and not too likely. I mean, hey, not the brightest. No, he doesn't see Jezebel, so it's definitely coming towards you. So, and let's does an 8? No, that's wrong. That's damage. Does a 21 hit you?
Yeah, it hits me.
Okay, and you'll take 28 points of bludgeoning damage as this rock hits you.
Luckily, not straight on, otherwise it'd be squashed. But yeah.
Well, it's a rock, not a boulder.
Oh, okay. So he pitches it like a baseball, basically.
Yeah, with his one big. This is a huge giant, a huge giant size-wise. So it's still a pretty good sized rock. And
Oh yeah.
Force behind it, as far as that. And he's just going to beller some more. And let's see here. So boom, boom, boom. That is all his actions, because his multi-attack is with a different weapon. So, hey, Ignatius, what are you doing?
Okay, so this thing is like just it's just in the middle of the street throwing rocks at people.
Well, right now you're still right here. So.
Okay, I'm looking up stuff in another window. So.
Yep.
I guess I will move up, kind of between these guys or behind them.
Okay.
And
how much?
Which one am I?
Right now, you're the red bouncing ball that I have there.
Okay. I'll move up, like behind these guys, and
so
would that be my move action?
Well, yeah, it'd be at least part of it. As are you doing a dash?
Or it depends. Can I see it from around the corner or not?
Well, let's see here. Let me get nice bright red for you.
Because otherwise, I'm just gonna move like my 60 feet and mage armor myself.
Okay, here's you, and I'll do the select. That way, I got that all done right there. And they moved 60 feet to get to where they were. They dashed. They took all their action.
Okay. Well, I'm going to. I'm a little bit more cautious than them, so I'm just going to move 30 feet and pull out like a little match,
Okay.
and using that as like light my wand, the tip of my wand, which is also flammable, on fire, to and wave the thing around me as like basically just for cinematic purposes. My mage armor kind of just looks like I'm sort of semi on fire. There's like a shimmering wall of like when you have heat, when you have like heat distortion in the distance.
Yep. Nope.
Like that. That's what my mage armor looks like.
Okay. No problem. I understand what you're saying. How you're skinning your mage armor to work for you. So that's cool. All right, we're up to the top of the order. Jez, what are you doing?
So is he close enough to walk 30 feet to?
He's about 40 feet away from you.
Damn it. Because I can't, if I dash, that takes out all my actions, doesn't it?
Except, well, yeah, basically, except for, I think that goblin action's a bonus action where you'd be able to either dodge or hide.
Okay, so I am going to move 30 feet towards him, as stealthily as I can. Like,
all right, then that would stealth. If you're doing it with stealth, true stealth, that's half your movement.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just want to get close to him as like stealthily first. So I move 20. So I move half of my movement, 25. I guess in.
No, if it's 30, it's 15.
All right, 15 in. I move 15 feet closer to him.
All right, we'll say.
Do I still keep?
About
do I still keep my original
no.
hidden dice?
No,
Okay.
You moved, so you will have to re-roll your stealth if you're hiding.
Okay.
As far as that, so what else?
Okay. So I'm gonna roll, and I got 18 for hiding.
Okay.
And I'm guessing I'll get my shield and sword out, my sword and shield ready.
Okay.
And I'll just like wait. If he gets closer or tries to attack me, I like to take an action, hold my action.
Okay.
I'm guessing.
All right. I think I know what you're going to attempt to do. Eno.
It's called the ankle biter maneuver.
Well, kind of, sort of, but
we'll see if it works.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't want to put the flaw into that right off the bat. So.
All right. So I see this creature. It is 40 feet away from me.
Yes.
I got a crossbow that goes 80 with his name on it. So we'll start with that. And just shoot him.
Okay.
Good old fashioned shoot a bow. Does an 18 hit?
Oh, yes.
Great. He needs to. Oh, actually, no. Yeah. There's no save on that one. So, get 1 second here. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. He takes 12 damage. 7 of it is poison. 5 of it is magical piercing.
Okay, 12 points. Okay.
And as the arrow impacts, the arrow starts growing out these brambles that just wrap around his legs and tear at him. His speed is reduced by 10 feet, and if he moves, he will take slashing damage.
All right.
That is my first shot for my second shot.
There's not on that. There's not a strength saving throw to break that.
You can make an athletics check as an action to remove the effect.
Okay.
So he would have to spend his action this turn to do it. And I guess I will make another shot. Let me double check if I can make multiple arcane shots in the same turn, once per turn. Okay, no. So this is a normal, good old-fashioned shooting you, still with magical arrow, but just shooting you normally. 24 hit.
Yes, it does.
All right. He takes 9 more piercing damage. And actually, did I say 12 the previous one? It should have been 15.
Yeah, you did say 12 on the first one. So
didn't add Dex.
I'll adjust it. I'll just put
Yep.
3 onto this,
Yep.
which that makes it another 12. And
24 total.
4.
Lots of piercing.
Okay. And
and that is my 2 attacks, and my movement will be spent moving kind of just onto the other side of the road.
where? Oh,
just that direction.
No, yeah. Oh, well, I'm trying to get this
east, basically, away from the shop that has the like lanterns and stuff. Away from building 4.
Come on, move here. Did I make it too small?
It's all good.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I will use my second wind to do some healing, and that will be my turn.
All right. I want to get you a little bit closer to that than what you are. Okay. Right about up there, I think, is about the deal. Okay, and then I gotta check, see if he sees Skippy there. And no, he doesn't. So he's reaching in for another rock, and he's gonna throw it at you, Eno.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. And that will be 16 plus 9.
Hits.
Okay. And that's another 28 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, yeah. Delicious.
Now, is the spell effect of the arcane arrow concentration, or that's
it is not.
Okay. Alrighty. And then let's see here. He will move. Let's see here. 30.
He's entangled. Remember, with the arrow, he has to make a check.
Mm-mm.
No.
It reduces his speed, and if he moves, he will take damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's going to put him about right there. That will put him approximately 10 feet from you there, Jezebel, and you moved about there, so you're a little bit further, say 20 feet. So that's there. What's the damage?
Damage is 7 slashing.
Okay. All righty. And Ignatius.
I moved 30 feet up, kind of like I get in this like little alley kind of thing here, where I can see down the street. And how far away is he from there?
What, right about here?
Yeah.
All right, let me get you a little bit more resized. He's that'd be about That'd be about 40 feet.
All right, so I'm going to, as I do that, I'm going to take out a candle
Oh, okay.
and light it as part of like the component for the spell.
Okay.
Rolling, and as I do that, I drip the ball into like a little small ball of wax that I set on flame, and then I like kind of push my hands towards him in a controlled direction, and that it rolls along. It gets bigger until it's about 5 feet in diameter and catching flame as soon as it gets on his feet, because I cast Flaming Spear like right at like in between his legs, sort of. So he needs to make a dexterity save.
All right. Flaming Sphere. Let me look at that. So let me get the better idea before I ask a stupid question.
Basically, I can put it any place within like 60 feet of me. So.
Well, and that's kind of what the stupid question I was might have been asking. Okay, range. Okay, so you're putting that right there. Form and a dex save. Let's see here, dummy. Ooh, okay. And what's the DC?
16.
16. Okay. He doesn't make the dex save.
All right, so he takes.
This is sucking for him.
9 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And he's right next to a fire thing. So right next to a fiery ball of like a 5 foot tall sphere of flaming wax.
Okay. Yeah, so his boot is on fire.
Yep. It's like basically like right in between his legs. So.
And, all right there. And we're back up. Is that all you're doing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And we're back up to the top of the order. He's saying, you hear, well, you don't understand what he's saying, but you can imagine he's feeling.
He's not a fire giant.
But the also at the same time, those thorns are still there, right?
They haven't disappeared, no.
So they're on fire.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
As far as that, so they'll burn away eventually. I don't know how many points of damage they have, but they took 9 points, just like his feet did.
All right.
As far as that, but Jez, you're up.
Okay. And she walks up to the giant, and I am going to spend a superior dice, and I'm going to do a piercing strike against him.
With
okay, with my short sword.
Okay. So
plus,
it's like a little pin to him.
Yes, but plus, if he's larger than me, which he is, I do extra damage, because anything that's larger than me, I get to do extra damage. I don't know exactly how much damage it does, but
equal to your character level.
Yeah.
Okay, so it does 8 extra damage. Okay.
Okay, so hold on. We got a couple things that we'll have to go through. As you move up, there's a fire out there in front of you, so give it dex.
Okay. Oh, dex save?
It depends. Is like the giant big enough to where he has to move into like 5 feet of it, or can he like be on the other side of the giant?
The giant is a huge creature.
So what he's wondering is, does he have to be within 5 feet of the sphere in order to attack the giant?
For this goblin, yes, he would have to because he doesn't have a 10 feet reach with his sword.
Okay. So I got to do like a dex.
Yep, a dex save.
Alright. Okay, I get +5 to that. Hey.
DC
So
16, so
okay, got a 24.
alright, so you
Okay.
take half damage. 4 points.
4 points. Ouch. Okay.
Or four or 5, it depends on whether
Four,
he wants to
I-
round up or down.
I'll round that. I'm fairly generous. I'm like 4 points of fire damage to you, and roll to see if you hit.
Okay, so first attack on him, I get a +8.
GM, would it be with advantage? He was
Hmm.
sneaky.
No, because he walked out from his hiding.
Well, he's
Okay.
been hiding up to that point.
Yeah, but he's not right up there. He was still 10 feet. My bad. So he'd walk 5 feet. Yeah, all right, I'll give him advantage. That's easy enough.
Okay.
Him dancing around the flaming sphere would have probably given him
Okay.
disadvantage, but
So, all right. So with advantage, I get a 27.
okay, that'll hit it.
All right. So now I get to roll my. Let me see. I get to roll my superior dice. No, my yeah. I get to roll my superior dice plus my weapon plus my level of damage to him. Yeah. Is that how it works?
Yeah, pretty much. Weapon die plus superiority die plus modifier plus level.
Okay. So that will be a. Let me see. 1d6 plus 5 plus hang on, I got to do all this on my little dice roller here. Plus 8. No, 1d8. Sorry, because it's a plus 1d8 and plus another 8 because he's bigger than me. Alright, cool. I'm not gonna do that, is it? So d6 plus d8 plus 8. He takes 20 points of slashing damage for the first
Okay.
attack. All right. So that's my first attack with the short sword. I'm not going to spend all my superior dice on him because I want to keep some of them because I only get like 3, I think. Yeah, I only get 3. And I'm going to make another attack on him since I'm a level 8. I'm going to do. Let me see. Oops. Get rid of that. And roll that. And get a 21. Does that hit?
Yes, it does.
All right. So I get a d6 plus 8 because of his because I'm smaller than him. So d6 plus 8 plus what is it? Plus 5. So he takes. Let me see. To do maths. So 12. He takes 17 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And that is both of my actions done. And then bonus action is I wish to disengage behind him, get away from the fires, because I can.
All right.
Because I'm a goblin, and the goblin can disengage for free.
Yeah. I want to check something here. Let's see here.
The extra damage from level is not every attack.
Oh,
That's all right.
okay.
He can have it.
Okay.
Uh,
I wasn't too sure how the rules work. Sorry.
Very good.
I apologise for that then, if I missed up on that.
I was double checking because I wasn't sure.
where?
Cool. I did not know that. Thanks for the information.
Yeah.
All right.
But I used to use my goblin ability of disengaging for free to go behind him away.
No, you can't go behind him.
I can't go through his legs. He's large.
You're gonna go through that flaming sphere.
You can only take the damage once a turn, so
Technically okay, I guess.
Technically, it would be okay, but you still have to move through his space, which would be an acrobatic check.
That's probably true.
And you can, and with your action economy, you can't do that.
Okay, I'll stay where I am then.
As far as that, and
Okay. Yeah,
I'll
the
just
extra
say what-
damage is once per short or long rest, so
Okay.
that's what it was.
Okay.
The extra level damage, I mean.
and let's see here. I just want to make sure so I don't totally wreck you. But
Well, I mean, giants do damage, do a lot of damage.
well, yeah, but
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh, I can spend my superior dice on something.
you already did.
Well,
So-
yeah, you could use it on something else, hopefully.
Yes.
That's why you saved the one, I guess.
No, I get free. I get
Die, right? But
Die.
like, did you use 2 this turn?
No, I only use 1.
Oh, okay. You're good.
All right. Oh, damn. Why can't I find that? Trying to make sure not to cheat.
I'm gonna spend my bonus action on my superior dice to get extra AC because I can. And I'll get a +7 to my AC. So that brings my AC up to 27.
That's so silly.
All right. So you're disengaging.
No, I'm not disengaging. I'm staying where I am. Yeah. Okay. I'm going
But
to use
you-
my bonus.
But didn't you
No,
say
not-
you disengaged or dodged?
No.
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 Okay.
I'm going to use my bonus action to activate a superiority dice called Flint. You can spend a bonus action to gain your next attack or adjustment for whatever to gain AC. So I will Flint, and I'll get +7 to my AC. So my AC is now 27.
Okay. That's easy enough to hit. As far as that, so you're right there.
Okay. Well, I got a big guy here, and he's still big and still dangerous. And I'm not feeling very great about it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take 2 shots. One of them will be magical, assuming they hit. So I'll take the first shot. My fancy crossbow. Does a 17 hit?
17 will hit.
All right. He needs to make a wisdom save.
All right. Wisdom save. Not his worst. All right. That's a 18.
That succeeds. So he takes 12 points of damage, 7 psychic, and 5 magical piercing. And then I will make
You said 12, right?
12, yeah.
Okay.
And then I will make my second attack. Does a 25 hit?
No.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yes, it did.
Okay. He uses his ability deflect missiles. He takes
I wish he had that, but no, he
yeah,
doesn't.
he doesn't.
A
He
giant
takes
monk would be sick.
sick as a lot. Yeah. He takes 11 magical piercing.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move if I'm not within like I don't know if I'm within his reach actually or not.
Right at the moment, you're not within his reach. As far as that, because you're 20 feet out.
20 feet out. Okay.
You are within his attack range.
Right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my action surge. I'm gonna back up a little bit of a distance, and I'm gonna use my action surge to take the dodge action.
Okay. Let's see here. And come on. And so
I might.
come on. There we go. So
I guess.
you're moving back, right?
Yeah, and I'll use for my.
How far back are you moving?
Oh, just I don't want to be right next to Ignatius, but basically within 6 feet of Ignatius.
All right, so you move back about another 10 foot then.
Yeah, roughly.
That puts you 30 foot from him. Ignatius is 40 foot at that moment, and he's Bubba is gonna die probably.
I'm sorry.
Is that it?
There's bonus. So it was action surge. The only other thing is that I will put the light crossbow away so I can use the shield. That's it. That's all I'm doing.
All right. And since you moved away, the closest threat and the one that did a lot of damage to him is right there. So he's going to swing his axe down.
Yeah, he has to get a 27 or more to hit me.
He might.
That ain't bad. I mean, he has a pretty good plus to hit here.
Yep.
And that first one is 9 plus 18 is what? 17, carry the 1, 27. First one to hit. And his second one with it. Does it hit? Ooh, I think you got lucky. Because that 9 plus that's a 20. That's a 25. So the second one missed. The first one hits, and you take 25 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Ouch.
Yeah.
And he'll holler, and then he's going to step back 20 feet.
Ooh. That means I get to attack.
Yeah, and I actually believe that he has to make a save for the fire sphere as well.
Yeah, I'm kind of figuring out. I grabbed the wrong person to move back 20 feet there because he's dumb, but he ain't too dumb. He's hurting as far as that. And save for the fire damage. Ooh, that's a dex, right? So
yeah.
17 with his -1. He rolls 18 and gets a 17. Love it.
All right. So you take half damage.
Yep. So 4 points.
Yeah.
And let's see here.
I still think I have to re-roll it again, but
yeah, I mean, sure, whatever.
Well, if you don't, okay, 4 points. I don't care.
It just make the combat go by a little faster.
All right.
And that's let's see here. And ready. Let's see here. That's 2. I'm doing math and it's hurting.
No, no, not math.
As
My
far
one
as that.
weakness.
And how long does that effect on the
Flaming sphere lasts
no,
up
no,
to
no.
one.
Wrong
Oh.
effect. There's multiple.
The arrow.
Yeah.
So that effect lasts a minute unless he removes it normally.
Okay.
That said, there's nothing about how much damage it can take.
Okay.
So either the damage does nothing to it, no matter how much damage it takes, or it's gone almost immediately because it's on fire. It's one or the other, pretty much.
What's the damage that's on it? And I'll take the middle
It's-
ground, and it'll be causing half the normal.
Okay. It's normally 2d6, so it's 1d6 with half.
Okay. So
6 slashing damage.
all right. And that is okay. Right there. Alrighty. And did you take your attack of opportunity?
Not yet. Can I take it?
I'll let you take it. Go ahead. I
Okay.
mean, I'm not fully invested in this frost giant yet.
So does a 27 hit him?
No.
Yes, it does. Excellent. 1d6 plus 8. He takes 14 slashing damage.
14. Okay.
Plus 8. Dang.
Mm-hmm.
That's some serious damage.
All right. Is it the top of the initiative order?
Say what?
I think it's my turn because I go last.
No,
Yeah.
is it? I think. Oh yeah.
You
Go
were
ahead.
only doing an attack of opportunity. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah. Go ahead there, Ignatius.
All right, I cast a spell. How bad does this guy look anyway?
He looks pretty bad. He looks pretty bad. Now, is the flaming sphere concentration?
Yeah, but I mean, the spell that I'm going to cast is not concentration.
Okay, no,
so
I was just here again, just trying to keep things straight in my
it
mind.
is
not
concentration
question.
up to a minute,
Okay,
and I can move it around as a bonus action.
okay.
So
But go
I
ahead.
show right behind him, 5 feet away. I shall cast Create Bonfire,
Okay.
and he needs to make a Dexterity save.
All right. Ooh, he won't make that. That's a 7.
All right, so a huge, like, basically 5 foot tall bonfire appears like right behind him,
Yep.
and he takes. Oops. Here, I need to roll another. Ooh. He takes 16 points of damage from that.
Okay. He describe how he
All right.
how he burns up. I mean, he's massively inflamed.
So this entire basically right behind him, let's see, there's a hay cart there that catches on flame. The entire thing catches on flame 5 feet away, burning up his leg, and catching like whatever closed giant like nasty like burlap that he's wearing. That basically
he's not wearing burlap. He has himself some nice fur.
Well, I mean, the fur catches on fire, like basically creeping all the way up his back, turning him into like a charred mess.
Okay.
And I still could move the flaming sphere up next to him, which I will just to like for spite purposes.
Okay.
As like as I use my bonus action move up there, he stumbles back into this cart and crashes into it, like, and basically just rides around like and turns into like a charred corpse of a giant. And they go, oh wow, I guess the bigger they are, the harder they burn.
All right. So
I take my sunglasses off and
right.
the Who plays.
You have a You have a giant / humanoid type pyre going on, and he's being pretty well consumed. Everything that he had on him and carrying, for the most part, would be the visual that you're getting right now. And we're out of initiative, so
I sit there and I just sit there and I go, oh wow. I watch him burn, and I smile, like, and a little like corner of drool like drips down my chin.
a little pyromaniac.
Yeah, and I'm looking at Ignatius like, who the hell are you? Also, I never want to be on your bad side.
Oh, look at him burn.
So what are y'all doing besides watching this burn? Oh,
but then the fire goes out. The fire goes out after after I in a couple of rounds.
Yeah,
Okay.
his clothes and everything that's burnable still continues to burn. But give me all three of you. Give me Constitution saving throws.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm plugging my nose. Like,
I'm used to it, so
yeah.
do I get an advantage or anything?
Nope.
It's maybe
How
it's
many?
not that.
How many giants have you burned lately?
I don't know. I'm 8 levels, so probably a couple in my life.
Well, maybe none too, but
So I got a 17.
okay.
10 appropriately.
Okay, you're kind of gagging a little bit. It's you're getting a little nauseous. Nothing that's gonna wreck you.
I got a 19.
All right, and you're fine.
Cool. I get out some marshmallows, put them on a stick.
What is a marshmallow?
That's a marshmallow. It's like a sort of soft.
What is a marshmallow? Where did you buy a marshmallow in Areawood?
What about a mushroom then?
Yes, no problem. You can have all the mushrooms you want.
Okay. I pull out a stick, tear some mushrooms and some chicken wings, and have myself a barbecue.
I smell like this thing, and this burning giant, and I go, oh, it smells like a nice pork roast.
And
I walk by Ignatius. My mouth is covered. My hand is covered in my mouth, and I'm just like, you better make sure this doesn't get on any of the buildings. And then I just walk away.
Well,
fire does what fire does. So collateral damage happens.
And
I don't know you.
you have at the moment. At this moment, let's do this because it's just going to be better this way. You got little weasel girl standing up here as close as she can with this immense fire that's burning, trying to roast marshmallows. Where is Eno gonna be?
So I walked past Ignatius, so I'm like south of 4, and I'm just trying to get away from the smell.
All right, so you're down here, Ignatius. Where were you? Did you move?
As soon as the fire goes out, I'm going to go up and check to see if there's anything that's non-flammable, treasure-wise on him.
Well, the fire's burning for quite a while.
I'm a fire genasi, so I'm like resistant to it.
Well, yeah, but I'm just trying to get placement for things.
Yeah, well, I'm heading up to like the smoldering corpse.
Yep.
Which is now kind of looks
over
like
there.
like a luau pig at this point.
And like that, and you have some of the folks coming out from behind you on Park Street here, coming around, cheering. You hear some cheers there, but you hear some screams from. And let me get this. Yeah, right here. Yeah, this is gonna be good. From here.
I mean,
And
the fire was
here.
only like a 5-foot square, so.
Yeah, but it catches his flammable stuff on fire also,
Yeah,
and
so
it burns
the
afterwards.
bonfire spell is
It's
only a
pretty-
5-foot square, but the fire that is caused from him catching on fire is everywhere.
And you can see from those two buildings where the red arrows are that the rooftops, the eaves are on fire, and you have a couple people screaming and hollering. And from Outer Street here, you got some that are coming over here trying to because they hear cheers of joy and screams of horror going on. So they're getting curious. So they're coming up over here. So this is the scenario you got
that
now.
Big fire giant set the whole town on fire.
So let's see.
He's obviously a fire giant. Look at him.
He's on fire, therefore he's a fire giant.
Well, give me Ignatius. Give me a persuasion
Okay.
check on that one. See if they'll buy that. These are for the majority. Those are peasants.
Oh, let's see. I got an 18 because I rolled a 19
Okay.
minus 1.
Okay. The peasants are buying that. You still have some folks up in those buildings that are on fire screaming for help because they can't get out because those doors are blocked.
Oh, they'll burn away.
Can I like after hearing the screams, can I jump into like a window? Like how big are the windows? Because I'm small. Can I jump into a window or not?
Give me high.
Acrobatics?
First of all, to see if there's a window there. Give me a high or low. There's a doorway, but there's not a window, and the place is
Okay.
becoming
So
on fire.
is that a D10 or something?
No, give me a high or a low. Just let me know. I'm rolling.
Okay. I'm gonna go for a high.
Okay. You don't see a window that would
Okay.
be accessible. There's one
All
up
right.
on the second floor where the person is screaming.
Can I climb the giant?
Oh yeah, you can climb the giant. You want
Okay, I climb.
to climb into a roaring fire?
Yeah, I climb up and I'm gonna go.
It
I'm gonna
wouldn't be
climb
like
up.
that much fire. I mean, if it's fur, it would burn up like in a round, and then it would be.
Yeah, I was.
No, furs burn for a while.
I don't. Yeah.
I'll tell you that for a fact.
I wish to jump I wish to jump and use my acrobatics to jump and climb upwards towards the.
Well, athletics would be what you'd use to jump. Up
want
to get onto the giant.
Oh, I'm not very good at acrobatic. I'm not very good at that. I
Can
can
you
do
just climb him?
acrobatics.
He could try to climb, but that's still a athletics.
So there's no way of jumping using acrobatics.
No.
Not unless there was like a ladder nearby and then you can get up on the roof of the building and then acrobatics down.
Slide and tumble and like that. The acrobatics are slide and tumble, working your way out and out.
Can I use my rope and like make a sort of loop, like a horse, like a loop, and then like like a when you do a roundup, get my rope up.
Give me a what would be in a sleight of hand using intelligence check.
Sleight of hand, yeah.
Yep, using intelligence.
Okay.
not that, because you're trying to tie a fairly sophisticated knot.
All right. Okay.
And this is
So
going to take.
I
This will
get.
take. This will definitely take one round between taking the rope out and tying the
I
knot.
got a 18.
All right. What are the rest of y'all doing? Ignatius, you see him pulling out a rope, tying a
Honestly,
knot.
when I start hearing screams, I'm like, I told you, Ignatius, fuck you.
Oh, why? It was the giant did it.
I am going to try to go to the building that Jezebel isn't working on.
Okay.
So whatever one she's like she's got the rope in front of, and she's like, okay, I'm going to do something with this rope. I'm going to the other one.
Okay. So you're going to move back up over to
Yeah.
this building.
Yeah, I'm covering my mouth and all that. Yeah.
Okay. You'll move. You'll be moving up there. Jezebel's working this one. Ignatius is standing there, drooling, eyes aglow and gleaming, I would say, and he's saying,
His
"They'll
little,
get out
his
when
little
it burns."
black eyes. I look at it. Just so I have a question, DM wise.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, can you like use like how they put out fires in like oil wells when they use an explosion to put out the fire?
I would let you.
All right. So, can I like use a thunder wave to basically use the force of the explosion to put out the fire on the building?
Well, what's the area of effect for your thunder wave?
Whatever it is.
15 foot, and you got more than that, so you could affect it on one.
On one of the fires, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'll do that on one of the buildings and just like probably blast like a big old hole in the wall. But
which one?
The one that I'm going toward, or the one that Jezebel?
I don't know which one has people screaming.
They both do.
I guess I'll do the one that he's not going in towards.
Well, who's he?
Well, the little goblin with.
Oh, okay, the goblin. That's easy enough. Okay, so that's on that side. All right.
Just the one that nobody's going to.
Yeah, roll your damage and.
Okay, I gotta look up. What it is for the damages for that. I think it's like either 2d6 or 2d8. I don't remember.
I think it's 2d8, but that's my guess.
I'm not gonna have the building or whatnot make a saving throw to resist it. The dex.
Yeah, it's 2d8. So.
All right, roll it.
14.
14. All right. A big old gust of wind that you have that pushes it, and it goes down about half of what it was. It's still burning, and you can see the embers with the wind blowing across it seem to get brighter, like when you put a fan to hot coals.
Well, was basically what I was doing. I was whatever the part that was burning on the building, I was going to blow that away so it blows out into the street, and then it'll just peter out.
But it's just right now you got it's down. It's doing the half of there's half the flame that's there, which isn't right now. It's not much. You could save the person possibly. Getting too much damage. The giant's still on fire. And you got the other person on the other side. But that's the scenario we have.
So I'll try to do that, and I blow a big old hole in the wall. So if they want to like jump out of the building, they can too.
And all right, there's that.
Wait, I have the best spell for this. Is it my turn?
We'll go over to Jezebel.
Okay, fair enough.
You got your rope, you got your knot. What are you doing?
Okay, so I start to do like big loop, start to swing it above my head and sort of sling the rope towards like a chimney or some sort of sturdy part of the building where it can sort of loop round and sort of like pull it tight and then pull myself up.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll to hit without your proficiency bonus.
Okay. So would that be Dex?
Yeah, just your just D20 plus Dex.
Okay. D20 plus Dex.
Because you're not proficient with lassos, are you?
No. So that is 21.
All right. You got it along this chimney that's right there.
Okay. Once it's like around, and I give it a good pull to give it,
Okay.
to close the hoop, yeah, and then start pulling myself up the building, type thing.
Give me a athletics check with advantage for the first 10 feet.
All right. Okay, with advantage. Okay. Yay, 26, because I get -1. I'm not the most strongest goblin ever.
How do you get a 26 with -1?
No, sorry. No, wrong one. Oh, sorry. I was adding it. Sorry. No, I was doing something else. All right, hang on. I got to change it. Hang on. Sorry about that. All right, roll it again. All right. 19, take away 1 is 18. Sorry.
All right.
My maths is not with me today.
You made the first 10 feet. Give me a second one.
Okay. All right, D20 -1. So that will be 15, take away 1 is 14.
And you fall back 10 feet, but you're hanging on, and we'll leave you there and jump on over to Enel.
Don't.
I know. Yeah, the rope is rough. So I'm gonna try this. I don't know if it will work partially or completely or what. It only has a 10-foot range, so maybe there's a jump involved as well for my character to reach the whatever part of the building is on fire here, right?
It's the roof, 20
Right.
feet up.
Yeah, so there's probably a jump involved as well, which I'll get to. But basically, I'm just casting prestidigitation to see if I can put it out, because it says you can light or snuff out a candle, torch, or small campfire. Just
I don't. Well, I'll say that it's a small campfire after the thunder wave.
You know what? I know what I can do here.
Sure.
Screw this. I didn't see that.
As far as that, so what I'll do is.
So, athletics check or?
Well, give me a. Damn, that's a tough one to try to figure out because you're jumping. That's what's your maximum that you can jump?
The maximum that I can jump is
in a vertical.
Yeah, is I'd have to double check. Assuming I have a 10-foot thing, which I think I do. I can get a running start.
Yeah, you got plenty of room between your compadres and the crowd.
Yeah. Hold on.
Because I know a high jump is different than the long jump.
Yeah, the thing. Yeah. I have boots that help this too, which is part of the reason I wasn't worried about it, but I don't know the actual number. There it is. There's skills. Give me athletics. Thank you. Encumbrance. Jumping.
Forgot that I had that spell.
Where
I have control flames, so I can just put the fires out.
That would have been helpful.
Oh, yeah.
I just made this character like
Monday.
Well, it fits for the way he brought him on in. The fire, he's getting hammered with it, and it's taking him time to realize what to do.
That's right. Yeah.
He's he's like basically he's a fire elemental himself. So he's like, "What's the big deal? Fire."
I don't see the problem. That's right. Yeah. I mean, you don't always have your buildings on fire. I was wondering why they weren't on fire. It's very unfortunate. So the high jump distance I have is 8 feet.
8 feet,
Three times 9 feet.
9 feet. All right. Good
It's either
enough.
it's either 9 or 6 feet.
That's all right.
That's pretty good hang time for a gnome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your range on that's 10 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. You'll be able to snuff that out. There's hot coals, but there's no flame. And on your way down, give me an acrobatic check
All right.
to see how you spot your landing.
Yep. Crit 20 plus 6.
Okay, no problem.
Ding!
All right.
Perfect.
Ignatius.
All right, so I shall do the other building, and then I'll remember. It's like, oh, wait a second, I can just put those out. So I use control flames
All right.
to put out the fires on the other building.
All right. Just the other building?
Well, the other one, the one that I did the thunder wave, that's just like smoldering now. It's
Yeah,
not on fire.
that's just small, but you still have a
So it would be
Diane.
the one that's still on fire that I'm going to do control
Okay.
flames on.
all right. So there's no more flames here.
You can instantly extinguish flames in a 5-foot cube up to a range of 60 feet. So you're just like, meh.
I'm just,
Man.
I'll put it out.
But
I just start waving my hands around and like
the
fires go down.
giant is still burning. And we'll jump back over to Jezebel. Give me athletics.
Okay, so the first one is 17 minus 1 is 16.
Okay, you're up to the roof, and when you get up there, you notice no flames and just
Okay.
smoldering bark and thatch.
Fine. Okay, once I get to the window, I wish to climb inside of the window.
All right, no problem.
Do I see anyone?
Yes, you see this female, this 300-pound female human in there hollering,
Okay.
"Save me! Save me!"
And you're
Right.
a goblin, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a goblin. I go up to her, and I give her the sort of really big old giant puppy eyes, and say, "Do not worry, my sweet maiden. I shall save you." And I go up to her and start
Roar out the window.
and I go carry her.
All right.
On my shoulders.
What's your strength?
My strength is 8.
You ain't carrying her no place.
You can
You're barely moving around with your pack on.
Let me see. I will.
You could try to jump on her and like barrel and like do like the barrel rider down.
Well, there's other
right.
there's other options that were given to them as far as that. But while you're thinking about that,
Okay.
we'll jump over to Inno.
Okay. Yeah, so she's gonna like look at Ignatius when he just kind of like gone. She's like, really? And start doing basically the same thing, trying to put out any fires using prestidigitation that are even if there's like the big one on the giant, I'm gonna see if I can basically just like reduce it. Do what I can to just use prestidigitation, get it down.
Yeah, you'll be able to reduce it. That's the only fire that's going on right now.
Or if any like fires come off of it, right, start spreading. I'm like, nope.
It's being controlled somewhat right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ignatius.
I guess I will just use control fire on the burning giant to basically just keep the fire from like burning anything else.
All right, are you putting it out or just keeping it?
Yeah, I guess I'll
Circle.
put it out because he's dead.
Okay.
Oh, such a pretty,
That's-
beautiful flame.
That's all out. There's
So beautiful.
and you have a crowd around cheering and and such about the giant being defeated. Some of them are cheering because you all have saved the residents of those two houses,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh,
and right there, yeah.
cheering's great, but does it pay anything?
What I'll do is like I give I sort of cut some blankets and tell the lady, put this round your nose and face to protect you from the smell of the smoke. Yeah, do not suffocate yourself, of course. I say to her, and I'll help you get out of it. Do you have a back door?
Let's see here. She just brings up her big, meaty, bear-like paw, hits you, and you go flying over, landing on her bed, and like that. And she says,
"My armor class is 20."
"Okay." And she hits a 20. And she hits a 20. You want me to do the crit damage to you instead of just the storyline?
Crit damage.
I mean, a crit hits all. A natural
It does.
crit hits all. Just the way it is. You go flying over, land on the bed, and she goes, "Foolish kid," and stomps on down the stairs and starts going out the front door.
Okay.
You're not damaged.
All right.
You're like, wait, what just happened?
Okay. I sort of like get up and shrug.
That's gratitude for you.
Yeah, I sort of like I go downstairs. I'm guessing.
If you can go downstairs any ways that you want. You can climb back out the window, go down your rope that you got over the chimney and on the roof, or you can go down the stairs behind her, behind the big lady.
Yeah, I go behind the big lady.
Okay.
Can I take revenge on her?
Are we rolling initiative so you engage in combat with a 300-pound commoner?
You can choose to do what you want to do.
Ooh, I don't know. My character is lawful good, so no.
Well, we're gonna get along great.
Oh, great.
But all right, so you're all there. All the hubbub's going on, and we'll call it there for tonight.
No.
Yep. Thank you for running. I guess actually maybe the last question we should ask.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think Ignatius asked this, but didn't really have a chance because the fire was still on the giant. Was there anything on the giant that did not get burned up in the fire? I mean, I'm assuming the axe head, for example.
The axe head would still be there. It wouldn't have the temper that it has, and the stones would still be there, and a belt buckle, a brass belt buckle, would be there, but it's kind of.
Does it have any melted gold or silver or copper on them?
No.
So the belt buckle's probably hot.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely not touching that right now.
Well, I'll pick it up.
The only magical item I have on me is my magical sword. Does +1.
+1 magical sword.
Yep.
But basically, my character looks at Ignatius and says, "Are you keeping that Because I thought it'd be a cool memento, but you know.
Is it how melted is it?
It still looks like a buckle. You can tell that it's a buckle, but it's melted to the point where it's kind of warpish looking.
I'll hand it to him. Because
I
I probably wouldn't even notice that it's like still hot because
Yeah,
it's
probably
just
what
fire.
happens. What happens is I'm like, I guess that's
Wizard.
fine. Oh, it must be
Wizard.
cool, and then you drop it in my hand, and I immediately drop it. Like it's
Wizard.
like nope.
Wizard. Would you collect the giant toenails, and would you make me a potion of giant strength sometime?
I don't know. I don't know how to make potions.
And there's
Okay.
Actually,
I
I do know. Actually, I think I do know how to make potions, but just healing potions.
but the
Can I
toenails won't be there. Fingernails won't be there. Teeth and bone will be.
Okay. Can I collect the teeth then?
We
Yeah,
can render. We could probably render his fat.
Well, I don't know. He's burnt pretty good. He's down to bone. for the
Right,
most part.
I collect his teeth and pocket them, and I wish if I can GM, I like to sell those teeth to make a giant giant strength potion sometime.
Well, mark it on down. You are able to collect 17 teeth.
Nice.
Yeah. My character, after the whole debacle with the belt buckle, eventually gets it, but it waits for it to cool down.
All right.
And that's it. Like, doesn't want to have anything else to do with the giant. It's bad. This situation is gross to her. Probably a distraction from the more important thing of following the dragon in the end. So
give me all of you. Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Yep, that's okay. Sounds good. Oh, no.
I got a 1. I got a 1.
All right, you don't see it.
Finger pistols. I also got a 1.
You don't see it. All right, Dave. Oh, he had to go. So.
All
right. And
fair enough.
What I'll say is Dave. I'll make a call and say Dave saw what looked to be at one time almost looked like a fur pouch that had the remnants inside of it. It's almost like a letter carrier pouch with some papers in it, but the papers are all charred and burnt and just ash. So he had a pouch with some kind of documentation that was inside it.
All right.
As far as that. So.
Sounds like likely. That sounds like Murphy's Law is well in effect.
And
but
so,
yeah.
Sounds like you guys finished with what you want to do in game. We can talk afterwards after I stop the recording if you want. What's up? Which way you want to go?
Can I use mending on the ashes papers?
No.
So to make it enough to where I can read. Are they like burned to place where you can still read them? Because the ink would be still, as long as you don't like ruffle them.
They're black and falling apart. They're
literally ash.
It's ash. It's
like the giant body was melting off the bones from the heat, and the duration.
It was just.
It was just a regular bonfire.
Regular magical bonfire, yeah, with magical vines that were on fire also.
Well, I don't know where those vines came from.
Yeah. Who knows? How suspicious. Probably some sort of trick.
Yeah.
Anyway, but anyway, no, that's just the belt buckle for keepsake. But that's all.
Okay. And the one thing I want to put in here that way, David, you guys will get 2 XP for this.
Alrighty.
As far as that, I know Ignatius, it doesn't it really doesn't apply much to you because yours is a guest character, and for Jezebel, she's a guest character too, I believe. As far as that, so to kind of balance that out, you'll the heavy lady will give Jezebel a loaf of bread that she made herself and 10 electrum pieces for saving her life. And the other family in there will give Ignatius a, a ham and 10 electrum pieces for saving their lives. And they'll give you also what appears to be a map that the ham is wrapped into. Once you,
this map is
once
it
you
smells like
unwrap it.
pork.
Yep. Put that in your equipment sheet. Pork dripped soaked map.
Mm.
It smells
can-
delicious and it might be more flammable than normal maps.
And
Oh.
might draw dire wolves
It might draw dire wolves. All important traits.
or owl bears. But that's what we'll have for right now.
See a pork scented map.
Yep.
Yeah.
And 2 weeks from now, I'll have this art listed to play again.
Sounds good.
So we'll go on further. So let me stop the recording here on Facebook Live. Stop that stream. And I'll stop the recording to